Hey guys, Brent Gallagher here, Avenue Fitness in Houston, Texas, and today we're asking that same question again, are you financially fit? This is part 2 of the video we did previously before, when we're beginning to talk about knowing our numbers, beginning to talking about, are we becoming so financially fit that we are able to build a true business, not some hobby that stays open for a couple of years and then we end up having to close the door down because we're not turning a profit, but can we build something that's sustainable for the next 10, 20, 30 years, however long it is that you would like to be in this business. We'll hope that you can remain profitable and enjoy your time in this industry as we're doing what we love to do best, and that's help people live a fit and healthy life. To kind of cover the topics that we went over last time around here, our 3-step process when we're working with our business coaching clients is to, first and foremost, is to know your number. Second step, what we're talking about today, is determining a budget. And then the third step, which we'll talk about next time around, is paying off that debt. So today, again, like I said, we're talking about determining that budget. It's the B word. Nobody likes to do it. It's like putting boundaries. It's like a little kid. Like you have a piggy bank, it's got a lot of money inside of it, but you can't go spend it somewhere because you have to save up for certain things down the road. But what we like to do here is very simply is to live by this budget. Because I think when you put good, healthy boundaries around your spending habits, then all of a sudden you actually have more money at the end of the month. It's not the other way around where there's more month at the end of going, oh my God, you know, I need more money here at this one. No, it's simply saying, hey, you know what, we're going to set these boundaries just like you would with your clients to help them to lose weight or to achieve their goals. Sometimes you have to set those boundaries and you have to be firm about it. What we like to do here to set that boundary first here for our budget is to basically get a piece of paper out and write it down. If you don't like to write things down, put it in an Excel sheet, but list out all of your needs. Those needs are rent, their utilities, their insurance, their payroll, it's taxes, all those things that you must pay on a regular basis. We lump that into the need category, and we lump that into basically saying, hey, we have to spend on paper here first before this money's coming in our door. We're looking at this saying, hey, at the end of the month, we're forecasting into the next month and saying that we have these needs. We have our rent, the payroll, the taxes, all that stuff that comes up for the next month. Let's list it down on a piece of paper and let's see realistically where we're at, what we need to do. From there, what you look at it and you say, hey, I'm going to take all these expenses and I'm simply going to add them up and I want to subtract them from kind of an average income that you pull in on a monthly basis. So let's say right now, if it's the middle of the summer and we're in, it's July, we're looking ahead to August, I might look back to last August, or if you've been in business for a couple of years, you look back over the past couple of Augusts and you say, hey, this is what we've roughly pulled in. And you're simply going to subtract all that. And at the end of the day, hey, you know what, if you have extra money laying around after making this subtraction here, that's perfect, because we're going to talk about how to use that in the next video here. But to keep yourself accountable, I think, to doing this, to sticking to the budget, sometimes it's great is we do all the work, we set the budget, and then we never look at it again until the end of the next month. And then we're like, oh no, you know what? We didn't stick to it. We went over, or you know what? Hey, I came in under here. I had a few extra dollars to possibly spend. We're going to look at this and say, hey, we talked about in our last session, our weekly in 30 financially fit session. That's every Friday. We schedule 30 minutes to go back and review our financial transactions for the past week. Make sure everything's aligned, make sure everything's balanced up, but then also too, as well as we look at it and say, are we sticking to our budget? We look at it and say, hey, did we stay within those boundaries? And then we look ahead to next week and we say, okay, hey, this is where, you know, this is what we can spend for next week if we need something, if we want something, so to say. If it does not fit into the budget, we say, hey, you know what, that's gonna have to wait till next month or until that can fit into the budget again. So I challenge you with this here. As we said, step 1 is to first know your numbers. Today we're talking about determining that budget. It's not fun to do for some of you who may not be numbers people, but if you can find an accountability person, someone who really truly, I think, kind of just loves details, maybe not necessarily the money aspect of things, but just loves details, sitting down, working with a plan, bring them into the equation, sit down them with once a week on a Friday and determine that budget. Because again, when you stick to a budget, you'll find out that you have so much more money at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, at the end of the year. And next thing you know, you're turning over a profit beyond what you could have ever imagined. So join me next time around here. We're talking about getting out of debt, which then is when the true fun starts to begin.